If you're thinking about moving to Temecula, California, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make is choosing the wrong neighborhood. And that's because in Temecula, the community matters just as much as the house does. So in this video, I'm breaking down the top 5 HOA communities in Temecula. We're gonna talk about exactly what it's like to live in each one, how much they cost, what amenities you actually get, and which one might be the best fit for you. And make sure that you stick around because partway through, I'm going to share a quick story about a client of ours who reached out to us after watching one of these videos and almost made a huge mistake before we stepped in. Stick with us. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in Temecula Valley, from new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to new things coming here to the valley. I want you and your family to know exactly what it's like living here before you make the move. Let's get to it. As I mentioned, I'm a local Temecula Valley realtor, and my team and I help people relocate here every single week. So if at any point during this video you're thinking, hey, that sounds like my kind of neighborhood, make sure you reach out. You can call us, text us, email, or even book a Zoom call using the link below. So let's start with one of the best value HOA communities in all of Temecula, and that is Paloma del Sol. Paloma del Sol is located in the heart of Temecula, between Rancho California Road and Temecula Parkway. That basically just means that you are close to absolutely everything in town. Shopping, restaurants, schools, and freeway access for either direction. So if you're a commuter, this is great for you. Now let's move on to talk a little bit about some of the amenities that you get inside of this HOA community, and this is where Paloma really shines. You get 5 pools and spas. Yes, I said it, 5 pools and spas. You've got sports courts, massive green belts, parks, and miles of walking trails woven all throughout the entire community. For the HOA cost, it's one of the best amenity to dollar ratios that you will find in Temecula. Now let's talk about the home styles and price range that you would expect inside of Paloma del Sol. Homes here are mostly older, built in the early 90s, and maybe that's not older depending on where you're coming from, but that is old for the Temecula Valley here. But that means that it keeps prices more approachable, more affordable for you. So you're typically looking at homes ranging right now from the mid 500,000s all the way up to the 700,000 range, depending on the size and the updates. Now you might be asking, what are the HOA dues here inside of the community for 5 pools? HOA dues are roughly $117 per month. Again, a huge value for as much as you get in the community. And we always love to touch on property taxes here on our channel. They are very low for Temecula, right at 1.2%, which helps keep your monthly payments down overall. Paloma del Sol is unique because it delivers maximum amenities without pushing you into luxury pricing. If you want community living without stretching your budget, this one's really hard to beat. If you've ever seen photos of a lake in Temecula, chances are it was Harveston, and that is our next community. Harveston sits on the north end of Temecula, right near the Murrieta border, with quick access to the 15 freeway, to the mall, and to tons of shopping and dining. It's a really great location, especially if you are a commuter, because you have such quick access to the freeway. The centerpiece here of Harveston is the 17-acre lake, a man-made lake with a walking path around it, fishing, picnic areas. You've got a clubhouse, pool, spa, splash pad, sports fields, and trails. It's one of the most active feeling communities in Temecula. If you go to the lake, there are constantly people walking around, constantly people fishing. My family and I go there quite often for quick little dinner dates and picnics and things like that. And we just love being around people because it feels very active and there's always people out and about. Now let's talk about some of the home styles and prices that you'll find inside of Harveston. You'll find everything from condos and townhomes to large single-family homes inside of Harveston, and prices generally range from the low 500s, right? Keeping in mind the townhomes and condos, to up over $1 million, again, depending on the size and location. So we'll talk about some of those HOA and property taxes. So your HOA dues that you're gonna have here are right at $125 per month, and property taxes typically fall right between 1.25% to 1.35%, which again is pretty reasonable for the area. Now, what makes Harveston unique? Harveston is unique because it feels like a destination neighborhood. People from outside of the community actually come here to enjoy the lake. Again, I said my family and I do it on our own, so if you love that feel, you love seeing people out and about all the time, Harveston is definitely for you. Now, this next neighborhood is where buyers often get overwhelmed because it's not just one vibe. Redhawk is one of Temecula's largest and most diverse master plan communities, and that's both a pro and a con, maybe a potential pitfall to look out for. Redhawk is located off of Temecula Parkway on the south side of Temecula. Redhawk offers pretty close proximity to shopping, dining, freeway access, and the Redhawk golf course. So if you are a golf fan or love to get out and hit the course, or just love the views of the course, you've got those kind of options inside of Redhawk. As far as amenities go, Redhawk features parks, trails, green belts, access to the golf course. That doesn't mean you get to go play for free, but you get access to the golf course like right around it. Amenities vary slightly by some of the sub neighborhoods there, but overall it's very family friendly. Now let's talk about home styles in the price range inside of Redhawk. Homes range from smaller 1,400 square foot starter homes all the way up to 4,000 plus square feet executive homes. Prices, because of the disparity in square footage, you're gonna range from 600,000 all the way up to 1.2 million, so you can find just about anything. So next up, we'll talk about the HOA and taxes for Redhawk. HOA dues are relatively low. Again, it kind of depends a little bit on the sub neighborhood that you're living in within Redhawk, but $35 to $60 per month. And property taxes hover right around 1.3%, which is excellent. We see taxes go anywhere from 1.1 up to 2.2, 2.3%. So 1.3 is a bargain for the area. Now, what makes Redhawk unique is because it allows families to grow within the same community. You've got starter home, again, really small, all the way to forever home and even move back down as well. And you get to do all of that without changing school districts, which a lot of people love. And we have a lot of families that we have helped that have moved into Redhawk and kind of just hopped around as they transition through different life stages. All right, this next one is one that we get calls about all of the time. If amenities and newer construction are high on your list, Roripaugh Ranch needs to be on your radar. Roripaugh Ranch is located northeast edge of Temecula, so right near Murrieta, right on the border. Actually, right as soon as you drive outside of Roripaugh Ranch, you are actually driving into Murrieta. But you are just minutes from wine country and the Temecula Mall, though a bit further from the freeway. So that's something to note about this community, is you will have quite a bit of a drive from the freeway, so a little bit more difficult for commuters. Now, as far as amenities go, this is a guard-gated community, which none of our others have offered up to this point. So there's a resort-style pool, fitness center, clubhouse, tennis, pickleball, basketball courts, parks, and miles of walking and biking trails. It's a really masterpiece of a community. It feels clean, feels fresh, because it is on the newer side. So now let's talk about some of those home styles and prices. Homes were built mostly between 2013 to 2015, ranging from about 2,100 square feet to over 4,300 square feet. Prices here typically start in the mid 700,000s and can exceed up over $1.1 million. HOA dues are around $300 per month, but that includes the security and all of the extensive amenities that come with the property in the community. Property taxes here are right at 1.3% as well, so that makes it a fantastic choice as far as property taxes. Now, what makes this community unique? Roripaugh Ranch stands out because it offers newer homes, guard-gated security, and resort-style amenities. The amenities just feel different than the rest of the area. And this is all without being in the wine country pricing and price point. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. Now, I told you I would share a quick story about a client of ours who reached out from one of these videos, saw our video on Redhawk, and they absolutely were dead set on moving there, called and said, "Hey, Andrew, this is where we want to be." And as we started talking, I realized Redhawk just wasn't going to fit what they wanted. They loved what they saw on video, but once it came down to the practicality of what they wanted, a secure lifestyle, they wanted privacy, and they worked from home, and they really loved something a little bit newer. And while as they saw everything Redhawk seemed like it lined up for them, the right choice was actually Roripaugh Ranch. And that's why we transitioned things there for them. Just threw that in as a, hey, let's just go check this out. I think you might like it. And they absolutely went for it, and that's where they moved. And so just be careful at times. I know things seem great on video, but a lot of times it's very helpful for us just to get out, put boots on the ground, and actually explore some of these communities together so you can really see what they look like. Our last neighborhood here is Morgan Hill. Morgan Hill is one of Temecula's most prestigious HOA communities, and it feels like it. The moment you drive in there, you can tell it just feels luxury as soon as you get there. Morgan Hill is located on the southeast side of Temecula. You're right near wine country. Morgan Hill feels really private and tucked away while still being actually pretty close to shopping and dining options. Now let's talk about some of those Morgan Hill amenities. As you would expect in a luxury style community, you get resort style amenities. You've got a pool and spa and fitness center, tennis courts, clubhouse, playground, regular community events, and a lot of fun inside of the neighborhood. Now, where it does differ, you know, the amenities may sound like Roripaugh Ranch, but where it does differ there is that this is not a gated community. Now, as far as home styles and price range, homes range from about 2,500 square feet to up over 4,000. Again, if we're talking luxury, that's what you're going to expect is executive style homes, and that's what you get here inside of Morgan Hill. Prices generally start right around $900,000 and reach up over $1.3 million, with many of them having spectacular views. As far as HOA dues in the community, they are just over $100 per month. And property taxes are also affordable and sit at 1.3 to 1.4%, which is really, again, excellent for this price point. Everything we featured here so far today has been on the mid to low range of taxes for Temecula. Now, what makes this neighborhood unique? Morgan Hill is unique because it blends luxury, privacy, not gated, but private, just kind of tucked away in its own section of Temecula, community, and value better than almost anywhere else in Temecula, which makes Morgan Hill a strong choice for buyers looking for something in that luxury area. So here's the truth about HOAs. There is no single best HOA community in Temecula. The best one is the one that fits your lifestyle and your budget and your long-term plans. And that's exactly why people reach out to us every single week after watching these videos. So if you're thinking about moving to Temecula or you just want help narrowing this down, feel free to reach out. You can call us, you can text us, you can send an email, or you can book a one-on-one Zoom consultation by clicking on the description below. It'll take you straight to a link where you can schedule a call. We can hop on there and chat about your search. Whether you're looking to buy in 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years, or not even sure at all, we're happy to start getting you that information and adding you to our weekly Living in Temecula Valley newsletter so you know exactly what's going on here and you're up to date on everything that's happening in the area. Anytime we talk, we'll help you avoid expensive mistakes and find the neighborhood that actually fits your life. So that's it for our breakdown on the top 5 HOA communities here inside of Temecula. I hope you enjoyed today's content. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.